So I hope this video makes sense. I just got off of work, so I'm like excited and like a little tired, as you can see here. But yeah, so hello my beloveds, and welcome back to Pen of the Beloved, aka the dwelling place for the creator. And if you don't know, my name is Antavia, and I make videos about creativity and how you can use creativity in your own life and develop rhythms and routines of creation for yourself. So if you haven't been following me for very long, you probably aren't very familiar with this challenge that I do on my Instagram and my blog, my website every year. I started something called 25 Days of Creativity, and this is a challenge I started with myself to push myself to create for 25 days consecutively. And I would record my experiences via my blog on my website at the time, and I would detail what creating was like for me that day, and that could be writing a poem, or it could be baking. It was anything that my heart really felt drawn towards at the time. And that was in 2018, and over the years this challenge with myself has blossomed into an ebook and a creative guide that people sign up for and receive, and then they commit to doing 25 days of creativity by themselves for the most part, but also collectively. I also share my daily challenges on my Instagram via my stories or via a post, and we kind of learn how to create as a community, but also learn how to create solo as well, because I think a big part of creation is we create by ourselves, but one part that we often overlook is what creativity and community can look like. Also, I feel like I haven't filmed myself in a while, so if I'm looking in the wrong lens, we will figure it out later after I edit the video. So today is December the 6th, I believe. Let's see, December the 6th, which means it is day 6 of 25 days of creativity. And so how the challenge typically works is I provide a prompt, then I provide a challenge and a creativity tip. And prompt and challenge, the words can be used interchangeably, but the prompt is typically a little story that I detail for the day that deals with the title, and then I offer a challenge to the creator to do either on social media, do by themselves and share on social media, or something they just keep to themselves. And last year I had a lot of people who would create and then share that on social media, which was awesome because I got to see what everyone was doing. This year it's been a bit more slow and intentional, which I love, because the goal and the theme for this year is the pursuit of wonder, and we're all learning how to create in a space that is slow and intentional and meaningful without the rush of wanting to have to share it immediately as we do it. And so it's been a really cool experience. But today is day 6, but I really want to talk about day 5, which was yesterday's challenge, and it's called Belief in Your Creativity. And what I have here is that creativity can be difficult. We can get anxious and overwhelmed, or we feel like we're not doing enough, or that we are behind in this race of creativity that we've made up for ourselves. And so the challenge for this was to speak affirmations over yourself as you began that particular day's challenge. And so the first affirmation is: growth is an everyday thing, and each morning is a chance to try again. Because I know for me, I can harp on how a specific day didn't go how I wanted it to go, and then I spend a lot of energy focusing on what I did not get the chance to create versus what was enjoyable about the day. What did I miss that was a beautiful moment that I could have spent more time focusing on and relishing in, instead of focusing on what I didn't get to do. And the second affirmation is: breath means life, and life means purpose. And the point of that affirmation is that if I'm breathing, obviously that means that I am alive. And if I'm alive, that obviously means I have purpose. And so I really think we should be more mindful of how we're breathing, and be mindful of the fact that we are beings that need to breathe in order to live. And if we're breathing, that means we have purpose. And lastly, the last affirmation is: my creativity is not tied to my worth as a human being. And I just love that one. I'm gonna say it again. My creativity, your creativity, is not tied to your worth as a human being. And I think many times as people who identify ourselves with labels, with jobs, with career titles, we can oftentimes encapsulate our entire beings in what we do and who we are. And I think it is very easy to confuse a living being person with this is a person who writes, and this is a person who paints, and this is a person who is a lawyer, and all of these different things and labels that we take on ourselves as mother, as father, as daughter, as sister, as brother. Yeah, so that was day 5 of 25 days of creativity, even though we're technically on day 6. But I really wanted to kind of highlight that day because I think that it is important to believe in ourselves as creative people, to know that we are people who have a measure of creativity given by God, and we should be able to cultivate it and use it and be mindful of how we create and what we create. So I hope this video makes sense. I just got off of work, so I'm like excited and like a little tired, as you can see here. But yeah, so thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can also support me on Patreon now, where I will be posting poems and artwork and all kinds of creative things for you guys. But thank you for watching, and stay creative. Bye. Jingle with me,